Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at Milestone Capital Growth Portfolio.com. Today is Tuesday, February 16th. Welcome to a new week. Okay, congratulations to the people who follow me on WhatsApp. I think we broke 60 people in there now. That's fantastic. All right, we put out 7 picks on Friday. We exited those picks today for 465%, and we started a few more trades. But if you'd like to become a WhatsApp member, just click on the link underneath the video. I will post the link there tonight. Uh, if not, just go to milestonecapitalgrowthportfolio.com and any one of the join us buttons, you'll see the first column is a WhatsApp. You can get that. All right, let's take a look at SPY. All right, so we've been saying, you can only wave a red signal in front of a bull for so long before he comes after you. The bull came. The bull came. The bull came. We've moved $8.65 so far from the low. Absolutely outstanding, beautiful move. Very choppy, nothing clean. You can see all these candles are really just choppy messes. This is probably the best looking one in a while. It broke the middle Bollinger Band, very, very strong. That looks great. Huge gap on this today. I do expect a little bit of a pullback before we move to the 193, potentially get to the 193. If we can get to that 193, that would be the top of our consolidation box that has just been created. So you'll have to follow along to see what happens there. The only thing that we have an issue with is the shorter time frames, and we're going to take a look at that right now, and I think we're going to get a nice little pullback, very healthy pullback, even though we closed almost at the highs today. So I'm going to pull it in for the hourly, and let's get rid of this here. We're going to leave that there, and we're going to get rid of this box, or we're not. Maybe I will. So we'll move that box for now. All right, so you can see Stowe is really overbought. You can see RSI is overbought. Your Stowe is just way up too high. It's getting ready to cross to the downside. They really milked this clock today. But when you go 30 to 70, something always happens. As you can see here, when you get up here, something always happens. Okay, you fall back down. When you get here, you come up. When you get here, you go up. Okay, and we went up. We're really not getting through this hourly. 200, they tried 3 times today to get through it. So I think they're going to pull a nice little reset to bring this back down. One way to look at this is a couple ways to look at it. You can see here they'll probably take the RSI down in this area somewhere right about the 50. So they're not going to bring it all the way to the bottom, we don't think. We do think we're going to probably get to this area right here. Nice bullish cross getting ready to happen here on the hourly also. I'm not sure if they're going to fill this gap, but it would be nice if they did. Potentially they could fill that gap, but for now we're going to worry about this portion of it right here. And once we do that, we'll get this lower area. We'll have to see what happens at there. So a solid 188 should be pretty good. We'll have to manage our relative strength index in our Stowe at that time. So look for a pullback. I do expect a pullback. Either it's going to be in this area or it's going to be this area before they get cranking to the upside again. We should be at 193 area prior to the FOMC. We'll have to see what happens there. Okay, PCLN I want to look at also, because she has been rocking off the low, and we've been calling this one for quite some time. We traded, if you followed me on my trades, we played these $2 to $11. That was a good trade. You could see here we had a little consolidation box going on, but the gap today took it north. Your relative strength index on this is not even showing up for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see what happens here. We do have earnings for this tomorrow, and there we go. Our relative strength index is just about 80. I don't think it's going to go 140, so you're going to have to figure out from there what you think, because it's not going to keep going and going and going and going. So when is the pullback? Is the pullback tomorrow morning and then go for earnings, or whatever's going to happen? We'll have to keep an eye on that. Daily looks really good though. It's had a nice little move off the bottom here, but we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, and we're almost at the top of the box here. We do have this gap and this gap to keep an eye on. Relative strength index is only at 58 on the daily. 70 will be up here. If it's 58, well, it's half the move from the low. You're looking at looking at $155. If we can bust out And if the market continues, you could probably get somewhere in this $158 right here, right to this point right here, 1273. So we're going to have to see what happens. That's about half the move. So we'll have to manage that tomorrow and further. But your shorter time frame is saying a little bit of dip and then maybe a rip. We'll have to see. All right, Apple, same thing. We're going to stick with the hourly. The daily looks pretty good. It did close over the middle Bollinger Band, broke the trend line. It looks good. We do have this gap right here at 98.58. But again, on the shorter time frames, it looks like everything needs a break where it gets stuck at the 200 relative strength index is 75. So we are looking for some downside here, and then to move back to the upside. All right, this is Matt over at Milestone Capital Growth Portfolio.com. Make sure you join us on WhatsApp. Easy to follow. You get all the alerts. You get stops. You get everything, entries, stops, all the percents, everything all laid out for you. It comes right to your phone. Everything that I'm going to be doing and that I do. All right, this is Matt. Have yourself a fantastic night.